Okay, so let's now look at the different strategies for doing a diagram question or a table question. If you have a diagram question, it's going to appear maybe just one time. It's going to appear in one of the three reading passages. A diagram question is not that difficult to do. A table question is not that difficult to do. They both are basically like a fill the blank question, except sometimes on a diagram question, the information on the diagram might not come in order. A lot of times that depends on where you have the diagram question. If you have it in reading passage 1, it's probably all going to go in order. If you have it in reading passage 3, it's possible it might not go in order. So that's what we have to think about when we're looking at a diagram question or a table question. So that's really important to know and to think about. Same thing with the table question. Sometimes it's possible that it might not go in order if the questions are close together. Okay. This is what a diagram question looks like. It looks something like this, and you basically you treat it like a fill the blank question. Like for number 19, we're looking for a sentence that talks about pipes and ducts. For number 20, we're looking for a sentence that talks about something being chosen by a customer. For number 22, we're looking for something about conventional buildings. In number 21, we're looking for something about diagonal bracing. Okay, and so that's what we're looking at when it comes to a diagram question. Now, some of you might say, "Well, I have no idea what this diagram is. I don't know. I don't have any construction background." So what? It doesn't matter if you have construction background or not. That's not what it's about. Can you go to a reading passage and find a sentence with the words pipes and ducts? Can you go find a sentence with the words diagonal bracing? Can you go find a sentence talking about something being chosen by a customer? All right, and so the way that the diagram is actually helpful is that with the diagram, the way it's helpful is that with the diagram, maybe it might help you with finding the paragraph, because whatever the correct paragraph is going to describe that diagram, and so that's where the diagram becomes helpful. This is what a table question looks like. This is a table question. Like I said, it's basically a fill the blank question. The words on the left can be very helpful in terms of finding the right sentence. Like you have to find a sentence that has Ronnie Kivav. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. I don't mean to or intend to. But you have to find the sentence or paragraph that's talking about this language right here, Ronnie. And then you have to find the information for number 9, which is talking about which is going to be a sentence that mentions 2001. And then you have to find the sentence that talks about Surya Kund. And then for number 10, you find something about a geometrical pattern and steps. For number 11, you're looking for something looking more like a blank than a whale. Now, when I said that a table doesn't go in order, what I mean is that usually something like this will happen. Like you have number 10 and 11 right next to each other. Sometimes it's possible that you might find number 11 before you find number 10. That's what I mean by sometimes it might not go in order. Okay? Normally you will find number 10 after number 9, but when you have two of them that are right next to each other in a table, it's possible that they will not be found in the exact order. Okay? So that's what I mean by that you have to be careful with and watch out for. Okay? So with a diagram or with a table, it's important that you look and see, well, which ones are going to be the easiest to locate in the passage first. Sometimes that deals with having the keywords like pipes and ducts or diagonal bracing, because that's easier to find and locate first. All right. Like I said, these questions go in order most of the time, but it is possible if you have two questions right next to each other that they will be reversed in terms of order. So you want to watch out for that. All right. So the basic strategy, we treat the strategy of the question just like a fill the blank question. Right? Go to the passage, locate the sentence that has the keywords, and then read that sentence and put what goes on the blank line. Right? Put what goes on the blank line. But both of these are basically different types of fill the blank questions. All right, it's just like for matching, we have these different types of matching questions. We have a standard matching question, A, B, C, D. We have a matching multiple choice question. We have a sentence completion multiple choice question. You know, we sometimes have a summary multiple choice question. Even the headings question is a multiple choice question. So really, when you think about it, when you really think about it, for reading comprehension, we basically have two types of questions. We have different types of multiple choice questions, and we have different types of reading of fill the blank questions. So that's really important for you to understand when it comes to that. It's really important for you to understand that. And a lot of students don't understand that. All right, so we take the easiest questions first, scan for the question keywords. Step 4, look at the question and the keywords before and after the blank line, because that's going to help you find what the answer connects to, just like a fill the blank question. All right, search the passage, find the keyword sentence, and then we want to fill in the blank line. Okay? So that's our strategy for doing a table question and doing a diagram question. And now we're going to go through an example of each to make sure you can see how the strategy is applied. That's what's really important about this course that you're doing with us, is we really teach you how to apply strategy. That's what's important. You learn, how do I apply strategy, right? Really important to do. Really important to understand how to do that, okay? All right, so I'll talk to you soon, and let's go ahead and do those examples now. Thanks a lot.